Everyone, is Brad here, and I'm coming at you guys with a video on the best things to send with Beatrice. So, Beatrice, if you guys don't know, this is the card. 2 level 6s, or you can use a Burning Abyss monster from your hand and on a Dante monster on your field. And then you can use her effect once per turn during either player's turn, except when summoned by her condition. You can send 1 card from your deck to the graveyard. So pretty much a spell speed 2 Lavavel chain. And then if this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card effect or by battle, and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Burning Abyss monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning condition. So, pretty good card. Rank 6s are going to be able to make that pretty easily. There's Magicians, there's Hieratics, just to name 2 of the most known ones. But there are a ton, and I mean a ton of things you can send. So, I'm going to go over some of the best ones. And let's get started. So the first ones I have are kind of the special summoning ones. We got Dandelion. Since the graveyard, you can summon 2 tokens. Spore, Glow Up Bulb, just kind of the plant engine. Then you got Zephyros that can special itself by returning a face-up card you control. This should be further down. We got Destiny Hero Malicious. You can banish it from your graveyard to summon another Destiny Hero Malicious. Tuning Magician, if you have 2 Magician Pendulum cards in your Pendulum Zone, you're going to be able to summon that from your graveyard. So, kind of quick access to a tuner, I guess. Pete and the Dark Clown, if this is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from the graveyard, special summon 1 Pete and the Dark Clown from your hand or your deck. So this would have to be sent to Chain Link 1, just to warn you guys. We got Plague Spreader Zombie, Edgimp Sabers, Perform Pal Trick Clown. Then we got Dragoon D Phalanx. This is going to be a good one, and when combined with Ducks, this is going to help make Beatrice pretty easily, honestly. Cyber Dragon Core. This is going to be able to summon a Cyber Dragon once you lose your field. Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion. So when it is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Mecha Phantom Beast token, level 3, and then during your turn, you can banish this card from the graveyard. Immediately after this effect resolved, normal summon 1 Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your hand. So you pretty much get an additional normal summon when you use this effect, and you get a token. So that's probably one of the better ones to send, but it is specific to Mecha Phantom Beasts, which might not have the easiest time making Beatrice. Carbogeddon, this is going to be able to summon a level 7 or lower Dragon-type normal monster from your hand or your deck. So, pretty much going to be used in Hieratics, I'd assume. Maybe Red Eyes. Now we got kind of the disruptors. So, Janelle Dragon, obviously it's going to be for popping your opponent's pendulum scales on their turn, or popping a back row before it's your turn. Now here's probably the best one in my opinion. Mischief of the Gnomes. You can banish this card from your graveyard. This turn reduce the levels of all monsters in each player's hand by 1, even after they are summoned or set. So this pretty much means that rank 4 decks make rank 3s, which is going to be a huge problem for them. Skill Prisoner, you're going to be able to protect a card that was targeted by a monster effect, I believe. Yeah, you can protect a card from being targeted from a monster effect. Electromagnetic Turtle, going to stop your opponent's battle phase. Pero Cerberus, you're going to be able to destroy a card on the field when your opponent attacks. Shiny Black Sea. When your opponent summons a Synchro monster, and only one, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target that face-up Synchro monster, and destroy it. Not amazing, but could work. Then we got Farfa. Going to be able to send it to the graveyard to target a card or a monster and banish it until the end phase. Now here is probably one of the best ones as well. Tackle Crusader. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate one of these effects. Target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, change that target to face-down defense position. So that's a good effect on its own. Or you can target 1 face-up spell or trap card your opponent controls. Return that target to the hand. This turn your opponent cannot activate cards with the same name as the card returned to the hand. So if you know your opponent only has one of a certain scale, you can return that scale to their hand. They can't play that scale again this turn. They're out of a pen summon. If they have to shuffle in their hand with Cosmotown, you're going to be able to stop them from getting that mulligan and put them in a pretty terrible position. So this has a lot of uses. aside from the fact that you can just like flip down Ignister or Big Eye or whatever thing that they summon that isn't spell speed 2 to use this effect. Awesome, honestly. Now we got Super Quantums. These are going to be really good to send. They're kind of an archetype, so I didn't really put them anywhere else. This one is kind of odd because it won't really be used often. We got Grapha. This is kind of an easy way to get it to the graveyard. Same with Stygian Street Patrol. You're going to be able to banish it from your graveyard to summon a fiend monster with 2,000 or less attack from your hand. Now we got kind of the searchers. So we got Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. Going to be able to search for a hero monster from your deck to your hand. Arcfiend Eris might not see the most play, but it will be able to search for a 7-scale Archfiend Eccentric, which serves a lot of purposes, as many of you know. Edgemp Chain, this is going to be able to search for Frightfur cards. Again, I don't know how easy it will be for Fluffles to make Beatrice, but that's a different issue. So we got Toy Vendor, again, another good card for Fluffles. And then also Fluffle Wings, a really, really good card to send. You just want to do this every turn when you're playing Fluffles. So, next one we got Whitestone of Legend. Might not be relevant just yet, but there's going to be new Blue Eyes support coming out, which will make the Blue Eyes archetype a little bit better. And it's actually fairly competitive, to my knowledge. Cursed Bamboo Sword. This might be used in some weird OTK. I'm sorry if I just like fix some OTK's problem and now it's able to win. But you're going to be able to add a Bamboo Sword card from your deck to your hand. DD Swirl Slime. So you can banish the card from your graveyard, special summon one DD monster from your hand. Pretty good. Next we got Monarchs, which is odd to think about, but if they're able to make Beatrice, they have some really good synergy with it. Idea, when it's sent to the graveyard, you'll be able to add a Monarch spell or trap card that was banished to your hand. Yugioh will be able to banish itself and then special a monster with 800 attack and 1,000 defense from your graveyard. But let's see, I don't think you can special summon from your extra deck the turn you activate that. Oh, for the rest of the turn. Erebus. You're going to be able to kind of tutor out a Monarch monster with this. So if this card is in your graveyard, you can discard a Monarch spell or trap card, then target a monster in your graveyard with 2,400 or more attack and 1,000 defense, add it to your hand. So pretty good way to tutor out a Monarch. Pantheism, going to be able to get a search off. Prime, you might be able to stall for another turn. Now we have a few ways to make it. The obvious way to me is Heretics. They're really good at doing it. And Dragoondies is another great way, along with Magicians. So another good one to send is going to be Volcanic Shell. You can pay 500 life points, add one Volcanic Shell from your deck to your hand. Great thing to send is going to be Infernoids. They will be able to make it, kind of. They have level 6 Infernoid, and they also have, what is it called? Deviate. Nope. Why am I blanking on Decatron? I should really know this, but Decatron can change to level 6 pretty easily. Void Seer, great thing to send if you have an Infernoid monster out. Eclipse Wyvern, this is going to be a great way to tutor out cards like Red Eyes Darkness Metal. And also, Red Eyes Darkness Metal is in here because you can send a Dragon-type monster to your graveyard that you're going to want to be able to special summon. The Phantom Knights are going to be really good cards to send, just hands down. Obviously, the Burning Abyss will be 2. I didn't really think I had to mention them because, I mean, it's for Burning Abyss support. But we got Hymn of Light, a ritual spell. If a ritual monster you control would be destroyed by card effect or by battle while this card in your graveyard, you can banish this card instead. Might be able to protect your Nekroz. But also we got Nekroz in here, so if this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card and one Nekroz monster from your graveyard, add one Nekroz spell card from your deck to your hand. Pretty good. Another thing for rituals is you can send Djinns. Obviously not as relevant now that the best one is banned, but it still might help you. Gem Knight Lazuli. You can add a normal monster from your graveyard to your hand when it's sent. Now, Blaze Accelerator Reloaded, it's kind of cool. You'll be able to kind of nuke your opponent because you can send this, then send Volcanic Scattershot. That's kind of why I had these open. pretty solid play, honestly. Probably not as relevant as the other ones, but Naturia Sacred Tree, you can add a Naturia card from your deck to your hand when it's sent. Scrap Iron Statue, you're going to be able to add a junk monster from your graveyard to your hand, or special summon one junk monster, sorry, from your graveyard. And then obviously we got cards like Galaxy Cyclone, going to be able to pop a face-up spell or trap. And then we got Breakthrough Skill, going to be able to negate a face-up monster's effects. These were some honorable mentions, but I didn't really think they were that great. Komodo Dragon, you can banish it, or if it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Dragon-type monster from your hand, but you cannot special summon monsters except Dragon-type monsters, or conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this. So you couldn't even do this the turn you summon Beatrice. This would be really good if you did it on your opponent's turn, though, and you had some amazing Dragon-type monster in your hand. Mermail Abyssland, or Hilde. I said Lind, but I meant Hilde. So you can special summon a Mermail monster from your hand when it's sent to the graveyard. So all in all, there are a lot of things you can send. And these were just kind of the honorable mentions that I saw. Obviously, I missed a ton that were archetype specific, but these are really, really good things to send, and I'm sure there are at least 100 more cards that would be beneficial to send. So I'm pretty pumped for Beatrice. This is going to open up a lot of cool plays. Might make some decks finally click that haven't been able to participate in the meta. But yeah, I really want to find a way to make it work with Monarchs, as weird as it sounds. But they seem to have a lot of things going for them because of Beatrice's out. Or maybe just some deck that uses the Monarch, like, draw power, like of Pantheism, and then level 6s. I'm not sure yet, but I'm probably going to be tinkering with a Heradic Dragoon D deck. They seem to spam Beatrice fairly well as Omega and a lot of other good boss monsters. So tell me if you guys want to see any more videos like this, or combo videos including Beatrice, and I'll see you guys later.